Welcome to Red Hot Mindset. I'm your host, Gabe Cox, and through this podcast, I'm on a mission to help you step into the fire of refinement so you can realize your full potential. I do this by helping you overcome your mental barriers through a faith-based approach of building inner strength and resilience. Each episode, I will bring you thought process, productivity tips, and inspirational stories from everyday people, all so you can move confidently toward your goals. As a running enthusiast, I believe that life is one massive marathon, and it's up to you to run your own race and to finish it well. Step into the fire with me because I know you will come out stronger. Hey friend, welcome to Red Hot Mindset. I'm so glad you're with me today. We're going to be talking about vision. 2020 vision to be exact. That's what this year was set up to be, a year of vision. Did you feel the same way on January 1st? My word for this year was vision. And if you went back and watched the YouTube video, 2020 vision, this is the year, read the blog post, whatever it may have been, I was adamant that this year was a year of vision. It's crazy to think looking back, it truly was a year of vision, but very different from what I saw or what I thought that this year was going to bring. I'll explain a little bit more as we go, but I was reflecting on the year and God literally hit me over the head and said, it still was a year of vision. My vision for your life, not yours. That's kind of why I knew I had to share this with you. What were your plans on January 1st? What New Year's resolutions did you set for yourself? What goals were you gearing up to crush? What did you think that this year would bring? I have a feeling you had all these thoughts in your head about what kind of a year it would be and what kind of things you would do. Were your plans thwarted like mine? I'm assuming so, but maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? But honestly, when the world shut down, it didn't change our day-to-day routine much, but it did affect our major activities and vacations. Now I work from home and we homeschool, so as far as work and education, we really didn't have any worries in that area. Our life slowed from what it was, and the biggest hit was losing out on gymnastics meets for my boys, state, regionals, and nationals. These are big deals, not to mention all their practices. And they're used to being in the gym hours and hours a week. Also, I missed out on the Boston Marathon, something that I'd been working toward for 2 years. The virtual Boston was a good experience, but it definitely wasn't like the day is when you're actually there. Our foreign exchange student had to go home early, which was really utter disappointment for all of us because he's become a part of our family, and he lost out on many places we were going to take him and experiences he would have had otherwise. 2020 vision, the year of 2020. Who knew what it would bring? 2020 vision is a term used to express normal visual acuity, which means the clarity or sharpness of vision. Now, the eye doctor measures this acuity at a distance of 20 feet. I actually just had it done recently as I was getting my Colorado ID, and I had to do the vision test. And it was hard because there was plexiglass in the way. It made it actually a little bit more blurry. But if you have 20/20 vision, then essentially you have normal vision because you can see at 20 feet what a person with normal vision can see at 20 feet. That makes sense, right? Now, if you have 20/100 vision, it means that you must be within 20 feet to see what a person with normal vision can see at 100 feet. And on the contrary, if you have 20/15 vision, you actually have better clarity and acuity than a normal person can see at 15 feet. You are considered legally blind if you have 20/200 vision. Now, you may have already understood that, but I find it fascinating. Vision is fascinating. So why does it matter? The year of 2020 vision. It really sounds like a special year, doesn't it? I had a vision to run the Boston Marathon injury-free as my victory lap. I had a vision to publish my second book, which is dependent on the Boston Marathon. I had a vision to do live workshops and speak on stages to inspire moms to go after their dreams so that they can be the best role models for their kids. I had a vision for the legacy I want to create for my family. Vision is a powerful word. Vision is about being able to think about or plan for your future through a combination of imagination and wisdom. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Proverbs 29:18. Now, vision is crucial to creating momentum in your life. Asking reflection questions like, where am I feeling led? What do I want to accomplish? What legacy do I want to create this year? These questions help as you are creating a vision for yourself and your year. However, one thing to remember is that we can make our plans, and we should, but God directs our steps. Proverbs 16:9. And that's exactly what I heard when God told me it still was a year of vision. It was my vision for your life, not yours. And that's one of the things that really was revealed to me this year. We need to take action toward our goals or where we're feeling called, but God ordains our steps. God is the one who creates the path, and it doesn't always look the way we planned. Actually, it rarely looks anything like we had envisioned in our head. Isaiah 55:8-9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." His plans are good, and we don't always understand or know his ways, but when we look back, we can see that when we follow the path he gives us, it turns out so much better than our own path and doing it solely on our own. We need to plan and find vision for the future, but if we're not in prayer seeking God as we go, then our plans become null. It's so much better to go after our goals alongside God and let him guide the way than for us to do it on our own, in our own strength, with our own power, because we'll always come up short if we do it that way. I couldn't have told you that we would uproot our family and move to Colorado on January 1st. Now, we didn't move to Colorado on January 1st. I couldn't have told you on January 1st that we were going to be moving. I guess I should probably make that clear. That wasn't in our sights at all at the time, and it definitely wasn't in our plans. Though I've said for a long time that I want to move away from Minnesota in the cold. I was so sick of running in the winter, in the cold wind chill. But, I never thought I'd actually do that. Our family lives there. Nobody's really moved from there. We have tight-knit friends and family, so it would have been really hard to leave. Well, this year, God gave me vision so different than what I thought vision was. He opened my eyes to many things I believed that were off the mark of truth. And they weren't off totally, they were just off slightly. But that means that they were off, and I was wrong. I went on a journey understanding the true provision gospel and stepping away from the prosperity gospel. I'm still learning and growing in this area, and I've recorded an episode about why I stopped following the prosperity gospel. So if you want to hear more about that, you can go back and listen to it. You can just search Red Hot Mindset, why I stopped following the prosperity gospel. You'll find it there. But God is not a genie in a bottle, and I can't manifest material things. He is a God of provision and relationship. I will not always get what I want, but he'll always provide for my needs. What manifests is his will combined with our efforts. He still needs us to be willing to do the work in front of us. God gave me vision for seeking truth. I've always had an interest in critical thinking and logic, but this year revealed that we need to do more than just say we're critical thinkers. We actually need to dig into the research and see the truth for ourselves. We need to be asking good questions, always. Discernment is a skill we need to hone when it comes to listening to the news, to reading books, or even listening to our pastors. We need to understand how to seek and find truth and not allow others to create it for us. That's important. Not allowing others to dictate what you believe. You need to seek and find the truth for yourself. It's good to listen to others. Others have a lot of wisdom, and we can learn from them, but we still need to go and seek it out for ourselves. We need to be vigilant in seeking the truth and double-checking everything we read, see, or hear. God opened my eyes to the detriments of social media and how it can really cause issues in our daily lives or our thinking. I didn't have a vision to limit my social media intake, but it was something that came this year. There's just too much negative and fake news on social media, and I needed to limit letting those toxins into my mind. We can't unsee or unhear things, which is why it's important to be careful what we let in the first place. Social media is an escape from real living, and God encouraged me to seek him in real life before I connect online. It doesn't mean I can't connect online. It just means I needed to be more intentional with what I was doing there. I did have a vision of simplification in my life, and I was hoping to simplify this year, but I didn't know how that would all come together or that it would mean moving across country to find that simplicity. But God's taken me on a journey to reveal what that means for me and my family. It also meant I needed to give full control to God and put my trust in Him for our needs. When you're called to let go of your jobs and income to pursue the path you feel called, it's kind of scary. The unknown is a really scary place to be. And I didn't see that on January 1st. There is still a ton of unknown in this area, and we are feeling called to simplify even more, which I'll share about as it is revealed to us, because we need a little bit more clarity in it. But I'm telling you, it's going to be an exciting adventure if we take the plunge and go for it. I got to leave you in some suspense so you can come back and listen when I'm talking about it later. So just know that I will start revealing some of those simplifications that we are going to be going through. And the last thing I didn't see coming this year was my shift in messaging and where I'm going. I've always been a passionate dreamer and a goal setter. I'm an achiever in all that I do, and I believe in hard work to get there. But there was a piece of the puzzle that was missing in my messaging, and that was going after our goals God's way. And the last thing that I didn't see coming this year was my shift in messaging and where I'm going. I've always been a passionate dreamer and goal setter. If you know me, I'm an achiever in all I do, and I believe in hard work to get there. But there was one piece of the puzzle that was missing in my messaging, and that was going after goals God's way and letting Him guide us in them so He can use us for His glory. It's always been a part of me, but for some reason, I stayed away from talking about it. I'm not willing to stray from my convictions any longer. This is probably one of the most revealing things I experienced this year. God showed me that I need to be willing to stand for what I believe in and be open about sharing my faith and convictions. I am called to be a light bearer, and this year opened my eyes to that. No more playing small or being silenced. We are called to speak truth in love, and God will bring the people to me that need to hear the message. I'm not called to speak to everyone, and that's what I was trying to do. I'm just called to speak to the ones God wants me to, and I have to trust Him to bring those people to me. Vision. 2020 is the year of vision. I still believe that. It just may not have been the vision we saw for ourselves on January 1st. Vision is about opening our eyes to see what God is revealing to us. It is a clear view or perspective. Vision is an observation and being able to see what is going on around us. Vision is seeing beauty in the mundane. Sometimes our vision is blurry and we can't see too far ahead of us, but God is the giver of vision and His plans are perfect. We need to trust Him as He's revealing the vision to us, little bits at a time, only the things we can handle at the moment. That's what He reveals to us. If we knew everything that was going to happen with our vision or in the future, we wouldn't need to rely on God or trust Him as we went. So what was your year like? Did 2020 bring more challenges than you've ever experienced before? Did it bring any revelations? Seriously, is there anything that was revealed to you in this crazy year? Truths you didn't know, false narratives that you stopped believing? Did your vision shift from what you thought it was January 1st? What vision did God give you this year? I encourage you to take some time this week to reflect on these questions if you haven't already done that yourself. Write down the things you learned, the truth that was revealed, the struggles you faced, the gratitudes in them. There's always adversity before there's a victory. Find the good in 2020. It's there. If you look at it, if you look for it, it is there. Find the vision. Seek the truth. Seek light. Seek God's good and perfect will for your year and your life. Friend, I pray as you seek God, He gives you another piece of the vision He has for your life. Trust it and walk in it. You may not understand it, but that's okay. Keep walking. You are called to a specific purpose in this specific time, and God needs you to rise up and answer that call to bring others into His kingdom. Step up, step out, and go in faith today. In all things I pray, you just run your race. I believe in you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a great time, and I hope you did too. Before we go, though, make sure you subscribe to the podcast on your favorite listening platform if you haven't already. This will make sure you have access to all future episodes so you don't miss any of them. If you resonated with this episode, please consider leaving a review on iTunes or Spotify, as reviews are an important part of growing this podcast and helping it reach the listeners who would love to add it to their library. If you have any friends or family who you think would enjoy this podcast, be sure to take a screenshot and share it with them. If you're not a part of the free Red Hot Winners online community, consider joining us. It's a community built to provide support, mindset, and encouragement as you go after your biggest goals, and we can continue today's conversation over there. Head on over to www.redhotmindset.com to check out the show notes and find the link to join the community. I hope you step into the fire with me each and every episode because I know you will come out stronger. That's all for now. Talk with you real soon. Bye, winner.